Opening ambient, distant wind. Then a low, steady heartbeat, deep, organic, ancient. It has been 33 days since the ascension zones collapsed. 33 days since the skies cracked open. 33 days since they left us a seed. Most people never saw it. There were no monuments, no alien ruins, no glowing crystals. Only a frequency, low, subtle, buried deep in the Earth's mantle. But Earth heard it, and Earth responded. It started in the Pacific. An island chain long dormant suddenly pulsed with life. Not volcanic, not tectonic, organic. Trees bloomed out of solid stone. Bioluminescent moss began growing in salt water. Fish species thought extinct were found, unchanged, untouched, as if time forgot them. Then came the flowers, not of Earth, not of any known genus. They grew in spirals, moved with sunlight, and whispered, yes, whispered when wind passed through them. Researchers called them echo bloom, because their petals emitted harmonic resonance matching the last note of the alien departure signal. The seed was not an object. It was a code, a biosonic blueprint injected into Earth's magnetic field, activating ancient DNA, rewriting latent biological memory. Earth was not just changing, it was remembering. And it didn't stop there. Animals began behaving strangely, migrating to points on the globe, forming perfect geometric alignments with the ancient ascension zones. Bees swarmed in fractal patterns. Birds circled in visible spirals. Whales sang in tones matching human alpha brainwaves. The planet was synchronizing. And humans? Some felt nothing. Others began to change. They called them the resonants. People who had stood near ascension zones, touched the symbol, heard the white pulse. They were the first to feel the pull. Increased perception, heightened emotion, dreamless sleep, but waking with ideas they'd never had before. They began to build circular gardens, light structures from materials that grew instead of being assembled. They didn't know why. They only knew they were remembering something not taught, but known. It wasn't alien technology. It was biosentient design, as if Earth had been seeded once before, and now was awakening for the second time. But not everyone saw beauty. Some saw invasion. The resistors launched countermeasures, crop burns, EM pulses, attempts to sterilize regions around the echo blooms. But the plants didn't die. They moved, they vanished, and reappeared in different locations, as if avoiding confrontation, or perhaps studying it. Then the dreams began. Millions of people began reporting the same vision, standing in a field of light, surrounded by spirals, and a voice, not in sound, but in feeling, saying, "Do not fear what you forgot, fear what you buried." Philosophers and biologists began to align on a radical theory, that Earth itself is not merely alive, but aware, that the signal from beyond did not rewrite the planet. It unlocked it, and now Earth is blooming into what it was always meant to be, not a battleground, not a resource, but a bridge, a living archive, a launchpad for the next form of consciousness, one rooted in memory, not machinery. But time is short, because the seed is growing, and once it blooms fully, the world may never be the same, not because we've been invaded, but because we've been restored. The final question now stands before us. Will we continue to control this planet, or will we finally join it? Because the seed isn't just in the soil anymore, it's in us. Fade to black, faint sound of something blooming, not a flower, but a consciousness opening.